Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the C-Man. I want to welcome you to another edition of the C-Man Cinema Sit Down, and my first ever thank you edition of the C-Man Cinema Sit Down. That's right. I've had a pretty cool 12 hours for me. Where to start? Well, yesterday was DC Fandom, and I've had, you guys know, if you've been on the channel before, I've had a brutal work stretch lately. It's just so much going on. I'm just working way more than I usually work, and it's kind of cut into the things I want to do. So I made sure that I cleared my plate yesterday because I did not want to have work going on with DC Fandom, and thank God I was able to pull that off because it was great, man. It was a wonderful day. So much great content was given to us, which allowed me to hopefully produce some content that I think was pretty solid. And hopefully you guys have been enjoying it as well. And it's one of those things, like a day like yesterday is one of the reasons I love doing this and having this channel. A little under 3 years ago, where 3 years will be toward the end of December. But the channel's been up running now for 3 years, and when I started it, it was really just kind of like an experiment. I watch a lot of movies, and I talk a lot about movies. And one of my friends was like, "Dude, you're always talking about movies, and like you'll reference reviews that you've seen or reactions you've watched. Like I know you watch and you ingest all of that material, but like, you ever think of doing it yourself? Like, you know what you're talking about, man. Like, give it a go." I was like, you know what, that actually could be kind of fun. Like, yeah, I never thought like the idea of like getting on social media in a way where I was gonna like try to become anything or like be a YouTube star. Like, that wasn't the vibe I was getting. Now I wish I would have been thinking that way back in college. But it kind of fell in a time where it was like it made sense. I love film so much, and the one thing this channel has really done for me has improved my eye, man. I pick up on so much more. I understand so many more things, and I've really found a legitimate love for film and directing and producing and acting and like just watching people do that stuff at high levels. There's nothing better for me. And yeah, it was an experiment. Could I do this for a full year? Once I started it and I got some subscribers that weren't friends and family, which that was my main target audience. I was doing this to entertain. If you watch the channel, you know when I do these things, I tend to entertain myself quite a bit. And that's great, man. As long as I can entertain me, I'll do this forever. But my main goal was like also to have an outlet to kind of like entertain my buddies and my family and let them see me like scream like a high-pitched lunatic because Cheetah pops up in a Wonder Woman movie. Like, that was kind of my main driving goal. And then that first year I got up to like 100 subscribers. I was like, 100 random people watch me talk about movies every once in a while. And granted, my views have never been huge, but like, I go from anywhere from 5 to like 250, like with trailer reactions and stuff. And it's like, that just is cool to me. And I've always described this channel as a mom and pop shop. I don't have a ton of subscribers or get a ton of views, but people who come by tend to like what I'm doing and sometimes stick around. And for me, that's cool, man. Like, I'm interacting with people all over the globe, people I'll never meet. And I've developed a lot of, online relationships or friendships rather, not relationships. Don't worry, honey. No online relationships, but you. I love you so much. My wonderful girlfriend. But I've had a bunch of friendships kind of evolve out of YouTube, whether it's like people who just come by the channel all the time that like I'll always look forward to seeing, like, drop a comment and be like, "Oh man, how you been?" or whatever. And like, that stuff's cool to me. But yesterday, or at least the last 12 hours, maybe the coolest stretch of my life, and it's all because of you guys. The Batman trailer apparently is special. I mean, the content is amazing. What Matt Reeves and Pattinson are doing, this is going to be like a Batman movie like we've never seen. But apparently, everybody is just all about this thing, man. Like, you go online, anybody who reacted to this thing, big numbers. And typically, when like I'm on YouTube and I'm scrolling and like there are tons of people with thousands and thousands of views, I never see my video, and usually that's where I get pummeled. It's like, oh man, like something like American Horror Story, not a ton of people talk about it. My content pops. Something like the Batman, I might get a burst. I mean, my biggest video ever was the Joker, 4,700, like 34, 35 views, somewhere around there. But that was over like the course of a year to get there. Well, Batman proved why he's still my hero, and so much of the love for Batman trickled to this channel and to me, and you guys have been amazing. Within the first 2 hours I was pushing 2,000 views, And for retrospect, within the first 2 hours of like the Joker, I maybe had like 25, 40, 50 views somewhere in there. So I'd never seen an explosion like that right away. And I was like, oh, well, that's exciting. Maybe I'll go to sleep and maybe just based on like what's happening in the last couple hours, maybe we'll be pushing toward that Joker number. I woke up today to like over 7,000 views and almost 100 new subscribers. Mind blowing. Like, I've never had anything pop like that, and I've never had an uptick in subs that way. Like, I've been craving 500 subscribers. I was like, when I get close, I'll make a video and be like, come on, let's get to 500, and then we can celebrate together. And I was at like 460 something, 450, around 450 yesterday. And then when I went to bed, I had like an uptick at 18 or so, and I was like around 470. I'm like, oh man, like, wonder if we'll wake up like to 475 or 480. And then to wake up to almost 100 new subscribers, and I'm over 500. I missed the boat on having like a push to 500, because there hasn't been a huge uptick. And for whatever reason, man, the Batman did it. It got everybody out watching, and it's not just like people were clicking on it to just click on it, man. Like, people were watching it, and I've got the most likes and the most comments I've ever had on a video, and the comments, whether it's and I'm going, don't worry, I plan to comment back to everybody if I can. Right now we're at a manageable number where I think I can do it. But it was like, whether it's just like talking about the movie, talking about Pattinson and this trailer and what to expect, those comments are awesome. I love seeing people like get into talking about a movie, specifically in my comment section. But the amount of comments that were just about like, dude, how do you not have more subs? Like, this content is awesome. Or, I got one that was like, thank you. Like, you were the only person. I've been on down a rabbit hole of reactions, and no one has talked about the eye black, and that shocks me, because that I thought was the most telling sign of how good this movie would be, because every iteration of Batman has eye black on, and when they take the mask off, it's mysteriously gone. And it's not something that like can't be like when Batman's in the Batcave, he takes off the mask. Why can't he have the eye makeup on, man? Like, it's fine. It's just eye black. And I was just like, and then all the wonderful things that got said after that, just in that comment, or just like, dude, like, I love your passion, or man, you're so spot on with it. Like, I don't know if you guys know how much that means to me. It means the world, and I went from like 3/4 asleep to wide awake when I saw that. So I wanted to take a couple minutes out of my day to say thank you, YouTube and the internet and wherever you're coming from. Thank you for showing up. I hope you guys enjoyed stopping by. I hope you keep coming back and stopping by, because I have a ton of fun, at least for myself here, and hopefully you guys have fun too. And, hopefully we can have a lot more fun together. I really appreciate all the support just off this Batman video. And for a thank you, I'm going to break the crap down out of this video, man. I've spent the last hour watching it, going through. I've found there's so much from so little that was shot. I think Reeves maybe shot 5 or 6 scenes that are in this trailer. And it's just mind-boggling. So as a thank you, I'm going to break this bad boy down. And again, I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate the support. I love you guys. I love interacting with you guys. I hope this type of thing continues around the Batman. Even if it's just around the Batman, that'll make me happy, because talking about Batman is one of my favorite things in the world. So thank you again. And until next time, I want you to go down, man. Hit the comments down below. We're not talking about any content. I'm just saying thank you. But if you stop by, if you've been a supporter, stop in, say hi. I really appreciate you guys so much. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And as always, if you haven't yet and you want to show a little love and support, jump over there, man. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time, when the C-Man's breaking down the Batman trailer, I have been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Well, you guys are still here? You must be looking for some more content. Well, don't worry, C-Man's got you covered, man. You got videos like this guy and this guy. And if you haven't yet, and you want to come check out all the C-Man goodies, join the Cinema Sit-Down squad, man. Hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the little bell down below that, too, so you can get alerts every time I make new videos.